Hey everybody, welcome back to Frequency 140. As always, you can see I'm joined by my awesome co-host, Mr. Sean Bennett.
What up?
And today we have one of my childhood friends, my dearest friends, Clay Matthews, to join us. Now, you can go to his YouTube page, and he talks about all great things about bass and pedals and all kinds of stuff you want to know about bass. So for any bass needs, go to him. But Clay is here for a different reason today.
Mm-hmm.
He is here with us to discuss the video games that made us rage quit. Now I'm talking get you really pissed. Like I'm talking, you throw the controller, the console usually went with it.
Pretty much because it's connected. We didn't have
Yeah.
wireless then. That's
Yeah, I
right.
know, man. All these soft video gamers now with
You
their
have no
save
idea.
states and flashy cutscenes every 4 fucking minutes.
When you were done,
Like-
you were done.
Tutorials.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. There were no tutorials back in the
None.
day.
no,
You just
no,
die, and then
yeah,
you
you-
figure out how to not die.
Yep.
exactly. So I'm gonna get this started, man.
Nice.
All right, so I remember being a kid. I went to Mars Video and I rented Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because I was a huge Turtles fan. Man, I popped that thing in. Level 1, I beat Bebop, saved April. Doing good so far.
Right.
Then level 2 happened.
Mm-hmm.
But this level is an unholy, godless level of a video game.
Yeah.
Like, you have to go to the dam with
Mhm.
your little turtle. You have to swim through seaweed to go
Right.
defuse these bombs so the dam don't blow up.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, for a 5-year-old, this is
Yeah.
impossible.
Mm-hmm.
You will lose all of your turtles, I promise. There are no amount of pizzas you can get to not mess this one up, man.
Mhm.
So,
But look, man, I talked about before. We didn't have tutorials. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have any type of thing to really give us any perspective other than maybe Nintendo Power, right?
yeah.
So you're kind of going off. You're literally you're being thrown into the fire and you're learning as you go. Now, what should have thrown us off from the get go is the fact that on the cover of the very first Nintendo Entertainment System, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all 4 turtles have the same color mask.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That
They all
should've-
had red.
They were all Raphael.
Yeah.
That should have thrown us off right there.
Yeah.
But we didn't know. We didn't
Talk
understand.
about a red flag.
And I'm like you. I got through the first level. I'm like, all right, cool. Because you're right. You got Bebop. You got April. This is what we're talking about. We're used to the cartoon. We're engulfed and enthralled within the universe. We're a part of it now. And then level 2 hits and
Yeah. Everything starts to break down.
let me. All right. This is my own personal theory. I believe that the programmers at the time, whoever designed level 1, either got fired or there was a budget cut and they
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, because level 2 it was like
I know.
it was a completely different game.
Yeah, when they were
It-
test
you know.
running this, they were like, "Oh yeah, keep that in. That'll make
That's
kids
good.
cry." Like,
I don't even remember anything past level 2. Now that we're talking about it.
Exactly.
I'm sure I got stuck too.
Exactly.
dude. Well, okay, so I played it later, and dude, that Technodrome level,
Mhm.
it's impossible too.
Yep.
I don't know who designed this crap, but I'm
You gotta
gonna.
hit the eyeball, right? Like they get the eyeball
Yeah,
something.
but everything's flying at you, like every creature and every. Oh, it's awful.
Hey,
okay,
hey,
so-
important question. Donatello or somebody else?
Oh, Donatello, especially on that first level.
Yeah.
Right.
You can
Yeah,
kill
those-
Bebop
yep,
real
yep,
quick.
Yep,
Yeah.
those stuff. Got that.
You gotta
You
play
got the
Donatello.
link. Yeah.
Well, dude, I'm gonna switch it to you, buddy.
Oh,
what's
okay.
what's your pick?
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start at my lowest.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna start with my number 3, which would be, and this is kind of an obscure game, but it's Milton Bradley's Marble Madness.
Right on.
Marble Madness was an obscure game, but there was an actual board game and interpretation of Marble Madness by Milton Bradley. When you're playing it physically, it makes a lot more sense than digitally. And when you have just a 4-directional control pad with a circumference, and an actual sphere that can move in any direction, we really, but
Yeah.
you got just 4 directions to move it in.
I see the
And-
problem here.
Exactly. There's no circumference involved unless you get that little sweet spot in the corner of right. That's how you got and you had to get it right.
Yep.
This game was horrible for that because that's where you needed it. You didn't get it, so you were going off the end of the board every time. It's like one of those things to where when you were young and it's your Friday night, you've saved up for this, you're waiting for this is your night, you're playing your game, and man, I am pissed off 30 minutes into my Friday night, but I don't want to give up the game because I can't return it. This is my game for the weekend. I am going to figure out this damn game.
Yeah.
But boy, every damn time just pissed me off, bro. I mean, just to the point where you you throw the controller down, you hit the power button, you got to walk off, breathe a little bit.
Then you go back and put Contra in.
Dude.
Oh man.
But that pisses you off
Um,
even more
you
because of
totally
all the freedom you had in that game, and then you go back to the other games, and yeah. So Marble
know,
Madness,
man.
that
I
was
actually
mine.
remember beating Contra for one.
See,
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's
we were
that's
all
tough.
kings that day.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's pretty alive to do it. You had to put in the code. You know what I mean?
Oh
Right?
yeah, yeah. The Konami
Yeah.
code, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And if you know it, great. Put it in the comments. We're not giving it away right here. We're not
Oh
doing
yeah,
that.
not
We're
gonna
put it
do
in the
it.
comments.
Nope.
That's right.
That's right.
All right, Clay, what you got, buddy?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to start off with Super Star Wars
Oh,
for the Super NES. And I don't remember the specific level because you just go on, just a whole bunch of sand people and
Oh, yeah.
sand levels for like, I don't know, it feels endless. Finally get over one of them that had this crazy platforming, like jumping over
Oh, it
something
was-
to get over the sand. Yeah, you finally
Yeah.
got the lightsaber.
Mhm.
And then you get to celebrate a little bit, but then you can't make it much farther past that. It's
yeah, that game is damn near impossible.
yeah, I don't think I ever remember getting much past that.
Yeah,
Like-
dude. The only way I beat it was cheating by using save states later.
Right. Well, I think
Right.
this is probably one of those games we could have included. Oh, and a discussion we had a few weeks back about movie title video games that just we bought into them because we love the movies and the franchise,
Yeah.
but they just did not deliver video game form. That's one of these games. I agree with you because we, being a Star Wars fans, like, dude, Super Star Wars, let's roll.
Yeah, I
we're
know,
ready. And it was literally a repeat of like the ET. It's like, son of a bitch.
Well, I remember having fun.
I mean,
and
you had
there's
fun,
a
but
level-
you're not able to, like you said, you're not able to get any further, or it's monotonous. It's just monotonous. It's
Yeah.
over and over. And
Yeah, because you would think you would see like the Jawas and stuff.
Thank
climb
you.
Up their thing, and
Yeah.
it just goes on and on and on. It's like, can we get to Mos Eisley now? Come on, like, let's,
Yeah, I know. I want to see a cantina. I want to shoot
right,
that guy.
exactly. Where's Han Solo? I need Chewbacca. Come on.
I think sometimes on a lot of the earlier movie video game adaptations just suck simply because they went for the all the sizzle because we had the name, we had the franchise, but then when you got to play it, there was no meat on the bone.
No,
That's
man.
where we were just like, oh,
Yeah, you're just so pissed off and let
dude, we
down.
want to be a part of this world, and now,
I think that's where like all of our denial starts.
yeah, oh,
you know,
yep,
like because you're like, oh, this can't suck.
no, it's not,
Yes, it can.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
Hey, but here's something that don't suck.
Okay.
Here's my second pick.
All right.
Is Super Punch Out for the Super Nintendo.
A classic.
Like this game is so much fun, but
Yes.
man, it will try you. It will try you. Once you get past Super Macho Man and you unlock that secret circuit, if you beat that secret circuit, you're a video game god to me.
Yeah, that's agreed.
Like you just
agreed,
are.
Agreed.
Like when you get to those two bald twins, I don't know what the hell to do because you can't beat them.
No, well, I think yeah, again, like I said, Miss Mandy, she's gone pretty far up in the rankings, but Super Macho Man is where it ends because that's because that's where the upper echelon and everything kind of breaks down. But you're absolutely right, man. I mean, a great game. I think a great sequel in the sense
Oh yeah,
because I
Yeah.
mean, coming from NES with Mike Tyson's, that's what it was, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and then of course he got in his trouble, so we couldn't call it Mike Tyson's.
Yeah.
That's okay though. Still a great game on the Super NES, but boy, once you got to that, like you said, that hidden secret route,
dude, I know
yeah,
it's nuts, man.
Yes,
it's
and,
like
and
too hard.
I am throwing things down because I'm taking this sucker to the limit. I
know,
got him,
man.
and I'll.
I know you're so pissed.
I'm sweaty.
Just right, just out of nowhere, comes in with and it's like,
I know, man.
Don't you get to the point where you like can't even get hit more than once and you just
Yeah.
die? Like,
Yeah,
you
Pretty
lose
much,
that-
Right,
yeah,
right.
and that's with the bald twins.
Yeah,
like I
that's
think
it.
you can,
Yep.
it's
because
with you
they're so
twice.
powerful, they just
Yeah,
pop you.
yeah. It was kind of like Mike Tyson in the original game.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if
You
you're
just got to be
able to
blocking.
get there.
I think these new programmers coming up with the Super NES, they were like, damn right, and they threw it on us.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this
Big
was their
time.
opportunity to throw it on, and what you got to do and come with it, and
Yeah.
they did. That was
Yeah. This game will definitely piss you
Oh,
off
yeah.
at some point. But Sean, I'm gonna go back to you, buddy.
All right, brother. Now this is one that I know is controversial because it's a beloved video game franchise, a game changer in the series, changed all of our worlds. You know what I'm saying? Super Mario Brothers 2. Now, the reason that it's controversial because what we got, the very first layout run out of this game was the Japanese.
Yeah, Doki Doki Panic.
That's it.
It was a
Doki
clone
Doki
of
Panic.
it.
That game is meant for high level intellectuals. And when I say high level intellectuals, I mean like 12-year-olds over in
Japan.
Japan at
Right.
that moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Not like
You're already
you're
learning calculus.
Uh,
Yeah.
just saying, from the minute I turned on the game, I knew that I not only was I experiencing something different, but I thought to myself, this is a little bit above my level. It just was. I'm sorry. I just looked at it and going, wait a minute.
Well, they changed the entire game mechanics. I mean,
Thank
like,
you.
okay,
That's
so
what I'm
like,
saying.
Where's the Koopas?
And
Where's
so,
the-
Yeah.
so everything
I know, for real.
that I
Where'd
thought
they go?
I thought what I was supposed to do, I did wrong, and I couldn't get the grasp.
Yeah,
And
'cause we can
it was faster, it was
Mhm.
smoother, it just the timing was not what we were used to on the original Mario Brothers.
Yeah, because when you pick Peach, you could fly across if you held it
Dude,
long enough,
I
and
wanted
also
to be Peach,
Luigi,
right?
could jump.
Yeah,
Luigi's
right.
epic.
Thank you.
Mhm.
The-
And that's what I'm saying. So that was one for me that I went into it with the Mario 1 mindset, and it totally screwed me and pissed me off.
you can't even jump on the
That's-
enemy heads. You gotta throw stuff at them. It's
Thank
like
you.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm like, ah. But, getting older as a gamer, I appreciate it because it evolved. So that's where mine is.
No, yeah, and they would keep a lot of those same mechanics like in later games nowadays. Clay, what you got, buddy?
All right, another Super NES classic, Mortal Kombat 3.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
I have two words. You ready? Motaro wins.
yeah, yeah. We saw that screen a lot playing this as a
Yes,
kid.
we did.
Yeah, so unlike some of these other games that have multiple instances of like you can't get past any of it, this game had a set point. Like it lures you into feeling like, oh, I'm good. I can beat all these people. I'm doing great. I can make my way all the way through this, and then you face Motaro, and he cheats. Like
Yeah,
it's like I don't know. Even to this day, I feel like there's no like set clear way to beat him. Like I know if you jump and kick a lot, you might
Yeah.
be able to beat him, but you can't like
that's it.
replicate it. Yeah,
I've
you
seen
can't.
it. I've seen
can't
it
count
occur
on it.
once. I've seen him beat once in my
Oh,
entire
really?
lifetime. I've seen him defeated
He did it more than
once.
once, but it was like
It was extremely difficult.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A lot of cats I played with, and
Mhm.
and I couldn't do it. I was just what it is. When it happened, it was an event.
Yeah.
because that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
way they designed it. I'm gonna say, man, that,
Mm-hmm.
you're good playing them a good easy 10 times.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But even before you even figure out what
Yeah,
the
what all the
timing and the
moves
coordination
are.
is.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're already into a sub game
can't
automatically.
remember if on that one when you died like 3 or 4 times, did it send you back to the beginning or did it let you keep trying?
You had 3 continues.
That's right.
Okay.
3.
Yeah,
So there you go. So
but
that
Mataro
adds
took
to
all
it.
of them.
Yep.
You know you're gonna lose. It's just like
know,
it's rubbing
and,
in your
like,
face. Oh, you
I know,
start
it-
over.
It's funny that you bring that one up because, like, Ed Boon, the creator of Mortal Kombat, is actually issued an apology about how hard Mataro was.
Thank you, Ed Boone. Thank you,
He
sir.
totally said.
All right, so let's go ahead and tell ourselves. I'm 45. Ben,
I'm 37.
all right,
Also 37.
37. Okay, here we go. We're kind of the same age range here, pretty much, yeah. So after Mortal Kombat 2, let's be honest. Mortal Kombat 1 was awesome. Mortal Kombat 2, man, awesome. Raised the deck. Mortal Kombat 3, they started screwing with us because of the characters and the fact of that we were understanding and we love Mortal Kombat. And I think this was the game, and you're right that the level itself, man, it definitely. If you got past him, great. But
Yeah, 'cause Shao Kahn was easier.
Yeah,
he was.
dude,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
good pick, man. Good pick.
Yeah. It's,
Now,
it's
did
a
you
great game,
actually
but-
throw the controller down and just?
Oh, yeah, we both did.
Yeah.
Oh,
A lot of the times we had played this together, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't he come back
Awesome.
from Mortal Kombat Trilogy too?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure
yeah.
did.
So yeah, that's honorable mention, right?
Yeah,
That
Yeah, I
you already
always
mentioned.
pick the tower without
Nice.
him in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right,
Yeah.
dudes. Here's my last one. It's gonna be Lion King for the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
Like,
another movie game. What do you know?
oh yeah. Who would have guessed it, right?
God's name are you going to shit on a Lion King?
Well, let me tell you. Like, so the first level, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you gotta go get tossed by these monkeys to go to these giraffes. All right. So if you pick the wrong combination of these monkeys, and you don't roar at the right one, they kill you instantly.
Oh, God.
They throw you off a cliff.
So I'm sure Mufasa was happy about that. You just threw my
Oh,
son
yeah.
off the cliff. Like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. These monkeys are just chilling, man. And you gotta, like, if I remember right, you gotta roar at the blue one to get the right combo to go to the giraffe. Well, then Simba becomes an adult, and there is one level before you get to Scar where you got to go up this waterfall, and it's impossible.
Mm.
Like the mechanics are broke in this game.
Well, you tell me the
As far
last
as the
time a damn
jumping.
lion climbed up a waterfall on full fucking
I'm
thing.
sure it's
I'm
hard,
just
but it don't
saying,
need to
bro,
be hard in
don't-
my
don't-
video
don't-
game, man.
Don't I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. You know, Dude, it really is. I mean, seriously. No, well, I mean, come on, bro. I don't know if it's a shitty game or just a dark game all the way around. I mean, come on, bro.
Mm.
Now that you done describe it like that, I don't even know if I can play it now.
Oh, dude, let me tell you a story. All right, so a woman I work with, she was gonna buy her kid the remake that did on Switch.
Oh,
So it was re-released with Aladdin from Super Nintendo, which is also hard.
right.
And like she was like, "Oh, well, this must be nice." I was like, and she was about to buy it, and I told her, I was like, "You don't know what you're about to get your kid into. Stop it.
A lot of
Stop
death.
it now."
A lot of destruction. Yep.
Did
a lot
they-
of overtaken in.
Did they work on it any when they did the remake? Did they?
As far as I know, no. It's just a port of the SNES game.
Like, there's a lot of things in these games we've seen. Like, again, WTF moments.
Oh yeah,
Why? Because programmers can just go,
yeah.
there it is.
Oh, there's so many movie games where
That's
I'm like,
why.
yeah, there's-
It's like, dude.
Yeah.
But this is you brought up a good point. This is probably one of the most darker video games that people don't understand because of that.
Oh,
They don't
yeah, man.
understand that literally what is happening. You named it. They're tossing them off. You
I
lost.
know, dude.
You
It's
lose.
insane. I will give them this. At least we're at least somewhat straight with the movie because I've
No,
seen
yeah,
other
yeah,
movie
yeah, I mean,
games
yeah.
where you're just like literally what you said, the what the fuck moments,
Yeah,
where you're like,
this.
I don't remember Marty McFly tackling a ballerina.
I don't
and then it
remember a
don't kill
purple
him either.
Jason Voorhees either, right?
Yeah, no, there's no
Thank you.
purple
All right, good.
Jason.
All right, so but,
Like, all right, buddy. It's on you,
is that
John.
me? All right, so
Yep.
here we go. My top one, my number one, my numero uno, the end all be all, and I'm gonna.
Oh, you got it.
Oh,
Can we see
Ooh.
this? Everybody got?
Okay.
Here we go.
never played that one.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't ever. So this one's called Knight Rider. Growing up in the '80s, I had Dukes of Hazzard and I had Knight Rider, and then I had Street Hawk. So I had my two cars and I had my motorcycle, right?
Yeah.
And of course I have my 18 van. You know, I got all these old classic vehicles. But again, I mean, you talk about Knight Rider, Kit, right? Knight Industries Turbo 2000, and I love Knight Rider. I love the fact that you could have a car that was just, it was your best friend, man. I mean, whatever you needed to do, right? I mean, if you had to go pick up food, no problem. It'd drive you. If you had to dodge bullets, it was bulletproof, right?
Yeah.
If you had to jump over a canyon, had turbo boost, not a problem. Everything was taken care of in Kit. In this game, Kit don't do shit.
Yeah.
Nata. Literally, it's the worst game I've ever played because they launch you out of the night trailer. And there you go. Okay. And you're coming up on your enemies. The targeting system sucks.
Yeah, it
because
does.
the
It's
front lasers don't hit anything that you're in front
you're
of. And I
trying to
know I'm
hit.
hitting you,
yeah.
but I'm not hitting you. And so then you get blown. I mean, there's no way to advance in this game. And I hated it because one of my favorite television shows, I was ready for this. I was looking forward to this. This is one of those games I told you I saved up all my allowance money Friday going to get this game. Here we go. And shit. This is what I got all weekend is me playing the first level, getting launched off a trailer, trying to shoot at cars that cannot be shot, and me getting blown up. That was my Knight Rider. This is the worst game I've ever played, and it's made by Acclaim, but it just sucks. That's my worst game ever. And I threw the controller down. I ripped it out the socket. I threw this was the one that did it for me.
Yeah.
Because I was so enthralled with the franchise and the character, and I was ready to be Michael Knight, and I sucked at Michael Knight, and Kit sucked too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So there we go.
Damn right. Yeah, you're right, dude. The mechanics in this game are totally broken.
Horrible, bro.
I mean, you can't even play it hardly.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right, Clay. Well, close this out, buddy.
Okay, well, we're gonna tap into the role-playing genre a little bit here. This was a little bit of an obscure game, and I think the people that played it probably put it down and walked away from it a long time ago.
Yeah.
It is called the Seventh Saga, and it
Hmm.
was made by Enix, who were popular for doing the Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior games. They
Right,
got a
right, right,
couple of
right,
different
right.
names. Yeah. Um, the Seventh Saga, I didn't know much about it. I rented it one day. I thought it was cool, but this is the kind of game where you leave a town and you walk out, and depending on how far you walk, you could just run into a regular monster that would just wipe you out, like
Yeah.
that. And so you basically every time you did anything, you'd have to like save up as much money as you could, get outfitted before you even tried to walk like 20 steps away from a town. It was ridiculous, and it's notoriously bad for that. But here's the best part. I have more. So the point of this game is that there's 7 people on a quest. You
Oh,
pick
shit.
one at the beginning, and then at some point later
you
down the
go.
line, you have to fight one of the other ones. And if
Wow.
they're the same level as you can look this up. There's like a bug in the game where you only get like half of your level up bonuses compared to them. So no matter what you do, you can't get as strong as the one you're
It's
supposed to fight. There's
instead of
nothing.
That's
winning.
insane.
Yeah.
There's
That's
nothing. Yeah.
insane. That's literally cheating.
Yeah,
Like,
basically. So the only way I beat this game as an adult is like you were saying, Ben, I had to save state my way through it.
mhm.
Pray that they would miss me.
Yeah, I
Some
know.
Okay,
kind of
so
attack. Wait, hope for a miss to beat it. So I don't know. It's something about the way that they ported it over from Japan. I
okay,
think they wanted to make it hard, but I think some of it's actually a bug. Like it's
okay.
actually messed up.
How old were you when you first started playing this game?
Oh man. Probably 5 or 6.
Okay, so very early on, you
Yeah.
worked your way through it, right?
Uh-huh.
And even at an early age, you work your way through it, and you get to a certain point, though, you start to realize as you get older, you start to realize that wait a minute, this isn't as it's a little bit more complicated. And again, I just think that the overseas were far more advanced
Yeah.
in the sense of
Sure.
game playing. So when
Yeah.
it came over to the states, we had to catch up. So
Instead
even
of
though,
making the games like longer, they made them harder.
yeah,
Yeah, there you go. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Oh, I think, I mean, and that probably has to do with commercialization and promotion because, right? I mean, at the time in America, and I'll just say it, Americans have a short attention span. Do we not? Let's be
Yeah.
honest, okay? So, unless you are a true gamer and really enthralled in these games, commercialization of a long length, full fledged game probably is going to sell as best as a cutting it down, the type, kind of selling it.
Yeah,
I
I see what
don't,
you're
I don't want to
saying.
say
I mean,
bait and switch,
Mhm.
but basically, I think the marketers understood that not to knock us as American players, but we didn't have these level of games. We didn't have them. We had we had Pong, we had Pitfall, we had these guys over here in Japan.
Yeah. They had Final
there's such a higher
Fantasies and
level.
Yeah.
all these other games that are
So,
legendary.
Right.
but
So
like
I think
Seventh Saga compared to Final Fantasy, it's
Yeah.
night and
right.
day.
But I
Yeah.
think with a game like that,
Yeah.
I think it could have been more enjoyed.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, at the time in which it came out, yes, our attention span was just not. It wasn't there. We were ready for a
Nope.
get through the
Yeah.
levels. Give me that quick pop, and next, we weren't ready for the story. We weren't ready for the quest. We weren't ready for the long haul, the investment.
That power up system is sketchy to me.
But well,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry. Like if I grind, like you
Mhm.
basically can't grind in this game. Is
There's
effectively what
one
you're saying.
particular part you can't really grind, and we didn't have the internet to look
Nope.
this stuff up
No, of course
back
not.
that's
then.
what people needed to realize when we're playing games,
Right.
and we had none of this.
No.
We're primitive, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So I ended up finding some loopholes online. Now that we have online, I don't know
Mhm.
who finds this stuff to begin with, but yeah, it was basically impossible.
Yeah.
I kept coming back to it. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. So
Well, that says it all right there, brother. And the fact that even though it was difficult, you still loved it enough to keep coming back. I mean, that's where the substance is. I mean, they had something that It's like us in horror movies. Even though we know the same old trope is going to be, launched out, we still love horror movies. And if
Yeah.
it, hey,
Unless it's Halloween Resurrection, fuck that.
yeah,
movie.
fuck that movie. We gonna come back. Sorry, that's one of our show points on this.
That movie was
channel.
never made. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
No,
then,
I think
yeah, exactly. And this is when I tell like the younger, and I say younger. I've got a 13-year-old daughter. And she's not necessarily a gamer, but she's got a lot of gamer friends that are into the whole thing, this, that, and the other. And they're far more intelligent than I am. They will beat my ass in any game I ever try to play with them. I got it, not a problem. But what I try to remind them is that when we were playing games growing up, we had, like you said, we have none of this. We have no internet. We have nothing to base ourselves off of or what we're going to do. We're literally just launching into a world and just going, okay. Like, what
man.
can we do with this? This is the antithesis of gaming. You're actually having to think without any type of clues.
Yeah, you just have to figure it out.
You just
I mean,
go. You know what I'm saying?
And nowadays we got like fucking hour-long tutorials, like in the Twilight Princess.
Dude,
I mean, dude,
nope.
Give
that
me the
tutorial's
controls.
insane.
Let's roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
that's
it's
us.
insane. So yeah, kids nowadays, enjoy the hand holding you're given.
Yes.
Enjoy your
Right.
save states.
Right.
We
Enjoy
suffered.
all these. Yeah, we did it. This is why we drink. It's because we played these fucking games.
over and over.
Yeah, because we didn't have a choice.
No.
Yeah.
We didn't have
absolutely not.
streaming services that you could go on to, or Xbox Pass,
and
or
nobody
whatever the
listened to
hell.
us if we said, "Oh, your game is." Nobody listened to us. They didn't care.
They didn't give a damn.
They didn't play the game.
Hey,
dude.
especially your parents that paid for
Oh,
it.
yeah, exactly. Dad, this game is not what I expected. I know we paid $2.50 for it. Can I just take it back and get another one? That's $2.50, sir. No, we're not.
Nuh-uh.
I mean, no, that's
Not in the 90s.
because if you get two games in the weekend, that's $5. $5 in the 80s and 90s. That's a lot of money on the
No,
weekend.
man,
for
you still got to buy pizza.
what? Thank you. Good man. Good man. Amen.
All right, guys, that'll do it. That's the show. And thank you, Clay, for joining us,
Thank you,
man.
brother.
That was some
Yes,
great
awesome.
picks. It was
Awesome.
awesome. We'll definitely have you back on the show. And please, like I said, go check out his channel. It's
Yep.
Clay Matthews. He talks all about the bass stuff. So
And
any
you're a
bass
bass player?
needs.
You're a bass
Yes.
player. So you're like an
Yep.
endangered species pretty much. So you're like a
Yeah.
protected individual. Right, absolutely.
I'm
Hey,
surprised I
right
know how to
on,
work the
brother.
computer, like,
Right.
Yeah, I
Amen.
know, man. And with that, for all of our content, please like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. You can follow us on F140 Pod on Instagram. You can follow us at Frequency 140 Podcast on Patreon. And with that, as always, I send it back to you, Mr. Bennett.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We truly appreciate the attendance and the, you guys just kind of doing what you're doing what we do. We just talk about things as always, right? Any video gamers out there that are listening and paying attention, hey, this is for you, right? So if you got any comments, any suggestions, any opinions, put them in the comment section. We'll take them. We love them. We want them. But from here on out, geeks, freaks, and nerds unite. The world needs us.
Cheers.